Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am very excited this morning. I have a dear friend, 4 years. He has lots of stories I don't want him to tell this morning. Rod Linnefelter, the Red Lion's owner, one of the owners, I should say, of the Red Lion.
Group, yes.
Yes, and I just adore you from day one. I feel like,
likewise.
Thank you so much, Rod. Thank you for getting up early and hanging out with us here in Good Morning Vail.
Absolutely, glad to be here.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I have so many questions for you, and I am so stoked to talk all things Red Lion.
Well, I have some time.
So Rod, I know the Red Lion. Let's talk history first and foremost. I know that it is definitely, you just let me know, the longest standing bar in Vail.
It's the longest continuously running business establishment in Vail.
Oh, wow, okay.
Actually opened before the mountain did.
Oh.
And it was opened originally with the intent of being an inn.
Okay.
The Burdick family, which were the founders of the Red Lion, they had a family that grew very rapidly, and instead of becoming an inn, it became a little bit of all things. It became a bar and a restaurant, but also their primary residence and the original hospital.
I never knew that.
Babies were born in the Red Lion, yes.
I'm not even touching that one right now. Rod, that's morning show, coffee time.
Yes, exactly.
Rod, that's amazing. I just, it's so interesting to see. I've seen pictures where you can see, even out in the hallway here in the studio, you can see the standing building of the Red Lion. Like you said, before the mountain even was to play. Like here, what was the whole point? Did they not know this was going to be a mountain town? How did this happen? I don't understand.
It is funny, you see, like I have an old postcard that I have sitting on my desk where it looks kind of lonely sitting there at the top of Ridge Street because none of it was built up yet.
Right.
You could see what is now where the fountain is.
Right.
Which was just a turnaround for trucks and cars to, presumably drop off skiers and supplies and whatnot. But it is... Obviously, Vail has changed a lot. Vail has changed a lot recently. It's, it never ends.
So the Red Lion is definitely a staple. I mean, that is, and it's interesting because Rod and I were talking off camera. I love this, that I have been, and I know you as well, different states, different countries where you can rock, like you were saying, a Red Lion hat, a shirt. I even say, truthfully, I live in Vail instead of Edwards. No one knows when I say Edwards, so Vail. Red Lion, first thing out of their mouth, true story, around the world. And for you to have the same, and to have that honor of, you're one of the owners, that has to be powerful.
It is. It's also, the history of the Red Lion, it was run by the Burdicks. Then it was purchased by a group of gentlemen, Eldon Dannenauer, who was one of the original Denver Broncos, actually.
Oh, cool.
And a group that was led by him. We purchased it in 2000.
Okay.
And it really, I hate to admit this, but I started hanging out there in 1983.
Yes.
And I came from the finance world, and I was just curious. I thought this place has got to be just a fabulous gold mine. And I always told people, if you ever hear it's for sale, please let me know.
How wild.
As much of that, it was as much out of curiosity as anything. But when it was presented, it number one, wasn't actually the gold mine that I was thinking it may have been, but I was afraid that somebody else would buy it and screw it up.
Right.
It had become such a part of me and my beginnings in Vail. And I could see it was for everybody else, and not just the locals, certainly, the tourists as well. And we really take it as a big responsibility, the stewardship of the Red Lion. And we have, attempted in every way possible to try and preserve as much of the historic, the real story of Vail that exists there.
Well, and I love that you said that, because all of our stories, you're correct. Like, I moved here 10 years ago. You and your beautiful wife I'm dating
Stephanie,
myself now. Yeah, Stephanie. But I can't believe this. You guys were some of the first people I met. You gave me my best friend, your manager, as you know, Angela Werner. And your kids, your beautiful daughters were so little. and now they're in college. So I feel like part of the family. And I've been, for so many of us, first bar gone into, first restaurant, our friendships. I've had birthdays there. My parents have. It's such a moment, and it really is part of everyone's history here,
And it
which
continues.
is really
I mean,
special.
there's not a day that goes by where there's not some sort of a celebration there.
Yes.
The one that sticks in my mind is how many people come up to me all the time and say, this is where I met my wife,
Yes.
or this is where I met my husband, this is where I proposed, this is where we had our engagement party, our wedding after party, whatever.
Yeah.
And they come back and celebrate anniversaries.
I've seen
and,
that firsthand, yeah.
in fact, it happened one time with our youngest daughter, Grace, who it turned out I believe her second or third grade teacher met her husband at the Red Lion.
Oh, how
And it
cool.
happened to be like their anniversary coming up within a week
I
or
love
two.
that.
And we were able to host them for their anniversary. It was really cool.
It is so neat. The last time the last time was about 3 weeks ago. And there was a woman behind me that was celebrating her birthday, and she got teary-eyed when I went over to the group that she was with to ask to take a picture of all of them. And she told me this beautiful story of how she met her husband there, and I started crying. And then 2 other people were listening. They met there. It's amazing. It's definitely like a space for
The
everyone.
original Love Boat on the Land.
It literally, I mean, let's be honest. I've made a Rod check out before I was dating anyone. Some of my dates, you've had to look over for me.
Yes, I believe.
It's a very family.
I recall one time saying, you asked me what I thought. I said, I don't know. I've known the guy for 90 seconds. I don't formulate opinions that quickly.
I love it. I know. That's amazing. So Red Lion, I know we were just talking about this. It's kind of the weird moment right now. We have Oktoberfest, which is awesome. Lots of stuff happening. And then we have that lull of the mud season. Does Red Lion stay open, or does it close for a little?
I mean, first of all, we're gearing up for a big weekend.
Labor Day
to kind of
weekend.
put the close on the summer season.
Yeah.
And then things change completely
Right.
because all the kids are back in school. The
100%.
weekdays become, much quieter.
Labor Day weekend, this weekend, you're right. That's a big
But
moment.
tree peepers, on the weekends,
Yeah.
coming up looking at the glorious colors. And I mean, have you ever seen the valley this green this time of year?
I'm so
I think it's
excited.
going to be a fabulous leaf season this year.
Yeah.
Which is always great. I mean, it's a great time to be in Vail.
To be honest with you, I'm an avid skier, but the leaf peeping, like you said, this is my favorite.
Well,
my
September is the
time.
best month of the year.
Right? It's
72 degrees
gorgeous.
every day,
Yes.
cold nights. It's great. But we're, then begin that transition.
Yeah.
We do have, a great entertainment lineup for the
Yes,
fall
you
with
do.
a great variety of local musicians. Johnny Schlepper, Andy
Love.
Seifert, Nick Steingart,
I'm just
Johnny
laughing because
Magambo.
these are all my
is-
friends. I'm like, yep, amazing.
And then, of course, the fan favorite, Bingo.
Yes.
Bingo returns this Wednesday.
Oh, no way.
I was told yesterday we're already starting to get reservations.
Oh,
And
awesome.
when that idea was first brought up, gosh, I don't know how many years we've been doing that now, but
A long
I
time.
thought this is crazy, bingo.
it's a
and
huge
it is
moment
a
here in the
huge
valley.
hit, and it's a great. The locals love it. They they love
Obsessed.
to come out, and I have to confess, it is a lot of fun.
It is so
And,
much fun.
yeah.
I'm so happy you said that because I'm going to start coming. The first time I ever went, I won something, and I was like, are you kidding? And it was awesome. And you guys have awesome prizes.
That's the way it works.
Amazing. I know. Everyone was like, is this rigged? I'm like, no, I really won. Look. And I can't believe you snowboards. There people have won snowboards, skis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not like
Bikes,
rinky-dink
yeah.
little, that's pretty awesome. So every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday,
Dope.
yes.
And Labor Day weekend, are you it's going to be a lot. You have lots of people coming through.
It looks like the weather's going to be fabulous.
Gorgeous.
It's going to be extremely hot in Denver, so I would guess that a lot of people
Yeah.
will be making the way up, and the town will be vibrant and fun, and
Yes.
looking forward to a fun weekend. Yeah.
Well, Rod, I have to say, and I'm not trying to get a little cheesy or emotional, but you and your family truly make it what it is. Because,
Wow.
no, but that is honestly the truth. Every time I come in and see you and Stephanie, and now your girls that are beautiful young women, again, that makes me feel old,
Thank
but
you
I'm just
so
saying.
much.
But you guys are so amazing, and you make people feel welcome. And
Well, it really is the people that make it. I mean, we
Yes.
have a fabulous management team
100%.
who have we've got a fabulous staff, and they're all well aware that, it's just not the food and the drinks and, that keep us alive. It's really about the experience.
It's such a moment and all those
That's what
memories.
we try and capture.
Well, Rod, I appreciate you waking up. He puts me to shame. Look how good you look this early in the morning. Camera ready.
Camera ready.
I love it.
At 60 plus.
Well, Rod, thank you so much. And if anyone wants any more information about the Red Lion, is it easy to go to the website? What would you?
You can go to the website, 970-476-7676 is...
I have it saved in my number, not going to lie.
Exactly. So can always get our lineups.
Awesome. And you have an awesome website as well that kind of tells you everything that you need to know.
Perfect.
Well, I'm excited. You just made me stoked. I'll see you Labor Day weekend this weekend at the
I'm
Red
sure
Lion.
we'll bump into each other.
I hope so.
All right.
Thanks so much, Rod.
Thank you, Gretchen.
And keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.